Hello friends, welcome to Shiva Academy. This video series is mainly to address the questions and the comments that I am receiving through mail or in the comment section. As a continuation of that, here is a real-time scenario that I have received from one of my friend. In fact, this is a very good example to understand the real-time usage of unpivot class. Let me first explain the question, then I will show you how to implement using the unpivot class. In fact, you can implement this without using unpivot class also, but in this case, unpivot class makes the query much simpler and easier. From a learning point of view, I would suggest you to implement the same question without using unpivot class also. Fine, let me first explain what is the question is about. So we have an input table which contains an account and a year. So for each account, year wise, monthly balances are there. For example, for PE income in year 2020, January balance is 1000, March balance is 2000, September balance is 9000 and December balance is 1300. So the expectation is we need to first convert this single row of information into a multiple row, that is one row per month. So the next thing is wherever there is a null value, we just need to print the 0 as the balance here. This is the first expectation. The next expectation is then we need to find the cumulative balance as per year. For example, here the January balance is 1000, so we just need to print 1000. February balance is 0, so the total balance till February is 1000 only. Then March balance is 2000, so the total balance till March is 3000. That is 1000 plus 2000. So from April till August, the balance is 0. So we just need to say 3000 is the balance. After that, September 9000 is the balance. So the September month cumulative balance is 12,000. That is the sum of all these three, 1000 plus 2000 plus 9000. So this we need to compute for every account wise and year wise. This is the expectation. Fine. Now let me show you how to implement this using unpivot class, and I would suggest you to implement the same functionality without using unpivot class from learning point of view. Let's start. Okay, I'm creating the table. The table is created, so I'm just populating two account information, PE income and PL income for year 2020 and 2021. I have committed the information. Let us select the data from the table. Okay, so let me just select all the columns. I'm just copying the columns. Yeah, fine. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use the unpivot class. So select star from unpivot. So now we need to give the column name, that is our expected column name. Let's say like a monthly transaction or monthly or transaction amount. Let's say transaction amount for month in. So let us give all this month, Jan till December. So basically this unpivot class will convert the single row of data into like multiple row of data. Now you can see for 2020 we have only 4 balances, like for Jan, March, September is 9000 and December is 1300. Similarly for PL income we have for March 3000, then for April 4000, May 5000 and June 6000. That's why we just got 4 record here. Fine. So this unpivot class will just convert a single row of data into like multiple row of data like this. Now our expectation is wherever there is a null value, we just need to print 0. For that what we can do is we can use the NVL function. Let's say NVL of Jan, 0. Let me give alias as Jan. So wherever there is a null value in the January month, now I've just treated as 0. That is why now 0 is getting printed. Very similar to this, let us use the NVL across all these months. So let me just copy paste the same thing. This is for February. This is for March. This is for April. This is for May. This is for June. This is for July. This is August, September, October, November, and December. So let me just execute the query. Sorry, December. Yeah. So now you can see, let me just scroll up. Yeah, now you can see wherever there was a null value in the row, now instead of null we just treat it as 0. So wherever there was a null, now this row is getting printed as 0. Fine. Now we achieved the first part of the implementation. Now we need to implement the cumulative sum. So first let me select all these columns. Yeah. So cumulative sum is very simple and straightforward. We just need to use the analytical function. So I am saying sum of transaction amount. We need this cumulative sum within account and within year. So let us say partition by account and year. So let me just copy the account and year column here. And within that we need to say order by month. So in fact we need to consider the numerical, sorry, over class is missing here. Yeah, in fact we need to consider the numerical month. When you just put order by month, it will just order by the alphabetical order of the month. That is not the expectation. We need to order by the numerical order of the month. That means January should come first. So let us convert this into a proper date. So let me say month, because the month is actually 3-character code. That was our column name. So now if you see, it will come in a proper order within each year. So within 2020 we are printing from January till December, and now we just computed the cumulative sum here. So let us give a proper alias here. Let's say cumulative transaction amount. Yeah, so here is our final query. So here is our final query. You can see the key learning here is how to convert the null value into 0. For that we are actually using the NVL function here for all the month. The second thing is we are using the unpivot clause to convert the row of data, a single row of data, into multiple row of data. And finally we are using the cumulative sum, that is the analytical function here, to print the monthly balance. To know how this unpivot class work, I would suggest you to watch the unpivot class video here. So whenever you are learning the unpivot class, I would suggest you to learn the pivot class also, because these two things will make your query much simpler sometimes. In fact, this is one such real-time example will help you understand how the unpivot class is used and how it helps us to simplify the very complex functionality. If you have any questions to be answered, you can post it in the comment section or you can drop to this mail ID. But before that, you can check whether a similar question has already been posted as part of the subscriber question series or as part of the interview question series. If you're not able to find your question here, please write back to me or you post it in the comment section. I'll be happy to record and post it as a new video. If you learned something new, please like this video, subscribe and stay tuned for new future video, interview question, practical question, concept videos. And thanks a lot for watching this video. Please click the bell icon if you want to receive instant notification whenever new videos are uploaded into this channel. Thank you for watching.